it's Chevy Monique, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. This foundation is a medium to full coverage foundation, and I have the shade 130 Dark. I haven't actually tried out the foundation yet at all, so this is going to be a first impressions video and a wear test because I'm actually going to like a festival / concert outside in Houston, Texas, so the humidity is going to be crazy, and we're going to see how it lasts. So this foundation is said to be a lightweight, medium to full coverage foundation. It delivers a blurring effect which reduces the appearance of fine lines and skin imperfections. And it recommends that you apply the foundation using their Seamless Beauty Sponge, which I have right here, or your fingertips or your preferred applicator. And it is buildable. It says that it's buildable. It is vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, paraben-free, oil-free, and fragrance-free. It is vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, paraben-free, oil-free, and fragrance-free. So that is great. And yeah, it's a 30 ml 1.0 fluid ounce foundation, and it's supposed to be high pigment, matte finish, buildable, lightweight, long wear. So let's see if it performs. This is the foundation again, and this is the box that it comes in, and it has a pump. The aesthetic of the casing is so pretty. I believe it has a sponge, unless I'm thinking about the wrong one. Yep, I'm thinking about the wrong one. There's no doe foot applicator on this. What foundation am I thinking about that has a doe foot applicator? Am I tripping? What foundation was that? It ain't this one though. But I'm going to go ahead and put this baby on because I'm actually late. And I want to make sure that the staying power is going to be great, but I don't want to do too much to my face since this is like a first impression. So we're just going to see. This is conditions that are almost impossible for a regular foundation. But if you live in Houston or in the Midwest or in a humid type of area, maybe in the Caribbean or something like that, then this is going to be the type of video for you to see if this foundation will withstand elements of humidity. So let's jump right on into it. And so far, I have moisturized my face with my Eucerin. Actually, I'll be right back and I will show you what I moisturized my face with while I also go and wet this sponge. Okay, so I am back with my damp sponge. What's it called? We're going to call it a sponge because I definitely left the box in the room. So I'm back with my damp beauty sponge. I believe that's what it was called. It did grow a little bit. It's so cute. It actually says Dose of Color on it. I wonder if I can get it to focus. If not, I will insert a picture up here so that you guys can see that because I doubt it's going to focus on it. But anyway, so we're going to use this to apply the foundation, but I wanted to show you what I used on my face because I had a little bit of breakouts, and I've been trying out different moisturizers with no fragrance to see how it would work for me. So I used the Eucerin Extremely Dry Compromised Skin Original Healing Cream. Seals in moisture to help protect, heal extremely dry and compromised skin, and it's really rich and emollient, and it so far is a really, really good moisturizer. I've been using it on the kids as well because their face is kind of breaking out and looking really, really dry and patchy. So I figured that if it works for them, it should work for me. And I learned about the Eucerin brand from my mom, and I believe she used to bring it home from the hospital because she worked there as a nurse. So yeah. And to prime, I used the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. And here it goes right here. I only have the travel size, so that's all you need. And yeah. So I already did that off of camera, and I did my eyebrows off of camera. I used the ColourPop brow pencil, and I went back and forth kind of with that and my ANASTASIA brow wiz. And then I did my concealer around my eyebrows with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. And we're just going to go straight into the foundation. That's pretty much all I really did to my face. But I'm not going to set my... Normally, because I'm going to a festival outside type of atmosphere, I would spray my face first with like a setting spray. And I kind of want to do it, but I kind of don't want to do it for this video since it is a first impression. So I think I'm going to go without doing it for this video. And I'm just going to do it afterwards. But I have both the Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice setting spray. It's long lasting. Urban Decay All Nighter is like the best setting spray ever. And I also have my MAC Fix It Matte setting spray. So I'm going to use both of them to try to make sure that my makeup stays on my face today. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, and on my brows, I also use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel pomade thing. You know, the brow gel thing, the new one with the pigment. And you know what I'm talking about. I'll insert a picture there. And let's just jump right on into it. We're going to take the foundation and apply it on the flat side. And we're going to hope that this is my shade because there's a possibility that it's not. But I believe I waited and shade matched myself pretty well based on other people on the intranet. Now I'm just dabbing on the color and it looks okay. I have a little glitter on my face because the brush that I used to blend in my concealer around my eyebrows was actually a brush that I had previously used a little bit of glitter with, which sucks. I should have used a warm water or hot water with this beauty blender when I damped it, because that would have just been a better idea so that my makeup can kind of melt into my skin, because I really want it to melt into my skin. But it's doing good. Definitely gonna have to powder up my face for the atmosphere that we're going into. I'm not even sure if it's really hot outside, but I know it's not cold. It's definitely Texas, so. Getting a little bit better at this talking while doing stuff, but yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and blend this in really quick, and I will be right back. I'll probably speed it up, so I'm just gonna stop talking now. So far, I actually absolutely love the way that this looks on my skin. See if we can zoom in. Let's actually scoot up closer. Yo, I think I'm a fan. This is looking good. And this sponge is pretty good too. It looks like it did soak in a little bit of product, but not too much. I definitely feel like I have product on my face. I like the way it feels on my skin. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. This is just foundation applied to my skin. I don't really color correct unless I'm wearing a very light foundation, but this isn't really a super light foundation. It's pretty much medium to full coverage. It is buildable, so let's put, I really don't want to put another layer on because when I'm going on in the elements, I don't want to put on that much, but I'm going to put on one more layer and just like a drop, just so that I can kind of see how buildable it really is. So I'm doing this for you. I don't want to look crazy outside with a full face on, so I think we're going to stop there, and I think that's going to be enough. But I think a little bit does go a long way with this. I'm also going to be setting with a powder. So too bad they didn't come out with one, or else I would have bought it. I did just buy the Pat McGrath Labs foundation with their powder and their primer, so I will be trying that out as well. I want to do a new series, and I want to call it Foundation Fridays. This isn't going to go out on a Friday, this video, but the series will be called Foundation Fridays. This is just going to be my introduction video, which isn't going to come out on a Friday, sorry, but Foundation Fridays is coming soon. Where I just review all of the foundations that I have in my collection or that are new releases and kind of discuss them with you guys and do like a wear test. So I'm going to be outside for a long time today, so I'll be able to try it out a lot. The next thing that I'm going to do to my face right now is going to be my under eye setting powder. No, we'll do a little bit of concealer. I'm going to use the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shade Tape Concealer in the shade Tan. And I'm doing like a whole little bit. That's all we're going to do. And I'm going to use the same side of the Beauty Blender because I don't want it to be too light. And I'm just going to kind of press it in little dabs. And the same product leftovers that's on the sponge, I'm going to take that down my face a little bit. For the record, my face does feel like a little bit tacky. Like, I feel the foundation on my face, which I don't know is a good or a bad thing, but we'll see. I am going to use my Sasha Cosmetics. It's all like color gone, but it's my Sasha Cosmetics banana powder, or Sasha Buttercup powder, but it's basically like a banana powder. But it's their buttercup powder, and this is the pressed version. Ooh. This is the pressed version. I basically keep the pressed version in my purse, so if it looks all like what happened to you, that's why. Now I'm going to take this side of the sponge, and I'm going to just press it in and go underneath into my highlighted areas. I should have got, let me see it. I should have got my actual loose powder, but it's working out. It's working out. We'll be alright. Okay, and then I'm going to take the same side that I use my foundation on, and I'm just going to kind of dab it in. I'm trying to push everything in and get everything to blend together without having to pull together a brush. Normally I would have already pulled out a brush, just so you know. But I'm trying to use the sponge for the whole video, but I'm not trying to guarantee that I'm going to, so I'm not telling you guys that for that specific reason. Because I can't guarantee that I'm going to use it for every step. Definitely won't be using it for my eyes. Actually, for my eyes, I think I'm just going to do like a wash of color. So I might be able to just pull out maybe one blending brush or something. Okay, so now that we got that, I do want to do an all-over face powder. And I think I'm pulling out a brush for that because, not that the sponge isn't doing great, it's definitely doing great, but I just prefer a brush for that. So let me get it. And I'm taking this Morphe E41 brush, and it's basically my powder brush. And I am going to use my Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder. Oh, I don't want to do that. Do I? I always use my Duo Matte Powder, so I think it'll help me get a better idea of how this will last for me. maybe everybody doesn't have to on matte. I know what is popular right now is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet. So I have that. I'm pretty much hitting pan on it. But I will go ahead and use this as a topper. And I'm only going to use like a whole little bit just so that I can set it, because I want to set this foundation for sure. Where I'm going, I can't just not set my foundation today. But I want to get a realistic expectation. They need to come out with a powder. They really do. Because I just don't wear my liquid foundations without a powder. And I feel like I need to today. My face is looking really, really light right now, and I don't know if it's just on camera or what, but I'm going to go ahead and bronze it up. I'm going to be using two of my It's My Ray Ray BH Cosmetics brushes. Number 1, which I believe is a powder brush. It looks just like one. And number 3, which is probably either a concealer brush or a contour brush, but for me, it's going to be used as the contour brush today, and this one as well. I'm going to kind of play with them a little bit, and I'll show you why I have two. I'm going to be using two bronzers and contours, basically. I use them for the same purpose. The first one I'm going to be using is going to be the Full Spectrum CoverGirl bronzer. It's called Sculpt Expert Bronzer Powder. You can find this on Amazon. I'll link it down below. And it is in the shade Ebony. It is like a dupe or the new reformulated version of the popular CoverGirl bronzer that everybody loves and raves about. I tried it and it's great. And I don't know if the original was better, but this is magic. And I'm just bringing color into my face because it is necessary. And that's why I don't mind if a foundation like matches to my undertones and it's lighter, because my bronzers, I found some really good bronzers for my skin tone at this point. And they literally bring my face so much life. And then I'm going to go in with my Milani bronzer in the shade Earth Glow. It's actually a pressed powder, but it's in 05 Earth Glow. I originally seen Jackie Aina use this, and it's really red tone, so I use it like as a blush slash contour. Like I kind of bring it all the way up, so I'm using it as both, but it runs real red, so I don't like to put it all the time like around my whole face because it runs really red. But it is a beautiful color. If you're on my skin tone or darker or a little lighter, it is just a beauty. Okay, and I am going to come back with my eyes done. I'm just going to do a wash of color on there. Okay, and we're going to hope that this application doesn't go anywhere and it stays put for the whole day. I am going to take my lip gloss with me, and I guess maybe I will take my Makeup Forever Dual Matte Powder just in case I need to touch up. Hopefully I don't need to touch up. I really hope that I don't need to touch up and it just goes perfectly. But I will keep you guys updated and I will check in with you guys. Alright guys, so this is me outside in the elements in the car. Just want to give you a look-see. Look at all this glitter. Talk about makeup malfunction. Definitely a malfunction. But the foundation is doing great. I will come back a little bit later, maybe in a couple hours, and we'll see how it is going. Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, I am back, and this is my final check-in. It is almost midnight. That is 8 hours of wear in the Texas heat, where it was drenching hot. I think my face melted about 3 times and came back to life. And this is what my face is looking like. It is a miracle that it is still any ounce of foundation still on my skin. As you can see, it is like in there. It's like still great. I think that this foundation definitely gets an A++ for wearability, especially since I live in Houston where it's super humid and I was outside in the elements. I ate, I drank, I was in the sun, like direct sunlight at a festival, a music festival. I put clips in so that you guys could see everything that was kind of going on, and so you can kind of see the gist of like the atmosphere that this foundation withstanded. So I think that this foundation definitely gets an A+ in my book, and I definitely look forward to wearing it again in the future. Now, when my face did get sweaty or oily, it did come to surface a little bit, but I just like, I just dabbed it. I just pat it with a towel, like a napkin, to make it kind of blend in. And if you see my face without makeup, or you did in the beginning of this video, then you already know that clearly the makeup is still on my face, which is crazy, because you still can't even see like my hyperpigmentation or anything like that. So definitely gets an A++ in my book. It's definitely oily girl friendly and everything, and it's still on my face. It doesn't look the best, but it still looks great. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I am going to continue to wear it. I'll let you guys know in a future video how I like it against my Holy Grail foundations that I love, and all that good stuff. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.